John Ellis Bush took his Trump bashing to the next level today, responding to a video that the Donald released yesterday that attacked Jeb on immigration and reminded some people, actually a lot of people, of that infamous Willie Horton ad. Jeb's first response came in the form of a video this morning.
I lived in New York City and Manhattan all my life, okay? So, you know, my views are a little bit different than if I lived in Iowa.
Partial birth abortion.
I'm very pro-choice.
As far as single payer, it works in Canada. It works incredibly well in Scotland.
Who would you like representing the United States in a deal with Iran, with this regime there?
Well, I think Hillary would do a good job. Hillary Clinton, I think, is a terrific woman. I mean, I'm a little biased because I've known her for years.
All right, so then at a campaign event in Miami, Jeb took his second swing, using two languages to attack Trump. In Spanish, he said that the Donald insults anyone who doesn't agree with him, and in English, he said this.
It's all personal for him, sure. If you look at his record of what he believes, he supports Democrats. You know, while I was campaigning for Republicans in this state and all across the country, conservative, reform-minded candidates, he was supporting Hillary Clinton and thinks Hillary Clinton would be a good negotiator as it relates to dealing with Iran. I mean, this is not a guy who's a conservative.
Trump, meanwhile, later in the day, launched his counteroffensive on his favorite medium, Twitter. He tweeted, quote, "Yet another weak hit by a candidate with a failing campaign. Will Jeb sink as low in the polls as the others who've gone after me?" But that's not where Trump ended. He didn't stop there. Later this afternoon, the Donald released yet another video.
We recognize the commitment of someone who has devoted her life to public service. I want to say thank you to both Secretary Clinton and to President Clinton.
What does that make Hillary Clinton to the Bush family? My sister-in-law.
All right, so Bush and Trump now, like, they battle it out. They duke it out every single day, pretty much. In terms of today, there were a lot of fisticuffs. Tit-tat, tit-tat. Who won this day of Trump versus Bush?
We did. The media. We won. Yeah. I mean, you figure the average mean temperature across the United States today in early September is about 96 degrees. Yeah. People are sweating profusely, looking for a swimming pool. They don't care about politics. So these two things have energized the media to pay more attention to people who don't need attention paid to.
It's true. I mean, look, it is interesting. Jeb is not giving up on this notion of trying to paint Trump as a closet Democrat. He likes that they think this is how they win. I'm the conservative. He's not really the conservative. And yet you have someone like Steve Schmidt go on television earlier this week and say that Trump is effectively emasculating Jeb Bush. I think this is a smart plan on paper, but I'm not sure it's playing out from Jeb's point of view in the way that Jeb would like it to.
Well, except you consider the fact that Jeb is the only one of the Republican candidates that we're talking about other than Trump. Yes. He's the only one that stays in the conversation because of this.
In the short term, I think, Jeb's performance is often not that great, although I like the idea of a bilingual attack on Trump, saying kind of the meanest things in Spanish. I sort of like that. But I do think there's a long game here. And, if you think about it, if you believe Mike Murphy's theory, there will be a Trump, there will be an anti-Trump. Jeb Bush wants to be the anti-Trump. And right now, it's, Jeb Bush, John Kasich, those are the ones people think about. Jeb, I think, is trying to position himself for that long run.
We're not talking about John Kasich. We're talking about Jeb Bush.
We are not. And you wonder if you're a Kasich fan, are you sitting there thinking to yourself, why is my guy not going after Donald Trump?
So, referee Mike Barnicle there in the corner with the scoring card, I call it a draw today.
You call it a draw? Yeah. Okay, fair enough.